Good afternoon. This is my comprehensive view of the 2018 Honda CRV EXL all-wheel drive. I've owned mine now for 5 years, and I've had very few problems with it. The front, I think, it's a great look. I also like the wheels. I added the CRV badging. I know a lot of people consider that a bit garish, but I like it. It's the only thing I've added. The vehicle has a lot of passenger space and also a lot of space in the boot. I haven't found anything that I can't carry in 5 years, to be honest. So that's a big plus. Visibility is good, generally speaking. There is a bit of a, not a dead spot, but a limited spot, as you can see by this 1, 2, 3, the third window back. It's a little bit hard to see out of, but again, I guess nothing's perfect. Everything's held up well. You know, I really haven't had any breakage. My car is dent-free, scratch-free, and after 5 years, you know, that's pretty good. So let's go into the inside, talk about some few things that I think you all may be interested in. I will start the car up. I'll put my seatbelt on. And a few things I wanted to talk about was just basically, it's really quite simple to learn the tools available to you in this car. I think I'm just going to start with, well, the memory. On the left-hand side, you've got memory for seat 1 and 2. And if you have 2 drivers, 1 driver, that's great. You just push that number, and after your seat adjustment, it continues to leave it there. So depending upon who's got the keys in their car, it's going to automatically shift from memory 1 or memory 2. So that's super great. I love that. The dash, we've got the temperature on the left. We've got our miles per hour, our tachometer, and we've also got our infotainment system at the very bottom, along with our mileage. So I'm going to take you to my total mileage of 33,993, I believe. My eyes are a little bad, but that's in 5 years of driving. Fuel, and when we're talking about fuel, let's go to the home screen. And we can take a look at all of this by clicking Info, Trip history of Trip A. And as you can see, my personal mileage has been, well, this tank has been 33.9 over 249 miles. Previous trip, 31.4. And then, as you can see down, about the same, 31.1 and 29.6. So I have the 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. I think this is really good mileage. I mean, this is about what I was getting with my previous Honda Accord, a 2014 Honda Accord. And yeah, I'm very pleased with the mileage, given this is an all-wheel drive vehicle and what it offers. There's some nice tools with regard to climate control, automatic, temperature control, left and right. Your driver and passenger can have different temperatures. So that's a big plus for most. The CVT transmission, I'm not a huge fan of. I just really don't like CVT transmissions, but this is better than most. The Econ I've used, and it was horrible, to be honest. The performance was abysmal, and it's simply not adequate. And the gas mileage, there was no improvement. The parking brake to the left and the brake hold I love. I love coming up and not having to hold my foot on the brake pedal. So that might be something you want to look into. The interior, I like the piano black and the faux wood. I know a lot of people don't. I do. And again, it's all personal preference. My seats have worn well. This has been 5 years of wear. They look great. I do have the sunroof. I love it because it brings more light into the cabin. High points and low points. The low points have to be this infotainment system. It's glitchy, it locks up, and about once every 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna need to push this volume button in and hold it until it says reboot, and then reboot, because otherwise it's just very frustrating and locks up far too often. Does have Apple CarPlay. I love that. I can hook that up and I don't have to have navigation. I guess the other weak point I would say would be the engine heating in the winter. The car below 32 degrees is difficult to warm. So that's a struggle. If you live in a northern climate, be watchful of that. There's a lot of pluses on this car as well. The seat comfort is very good, very comfortable. The ride, I would say between fair and good, depending on the tires that you buy. And again, be careful of that. The tires that you buy will make a significant difference in the way this vehicle rides. The all-wheel drive, I found, works very well. It's helped me get through deep snow in a lot of situations. However, keep in mind, it will not help you stop your car. And that's one thing I really needed to learn. I felt it was going to help me stop my car, and it doesn't, and it didn't. Again, I think I've tried to cover everything I wanted to cover. Again, it's a good car. It's reliable. 5 years. It's never let me stranded. I've done all my service at the Smart Honda dealership, and everything is pretty good, except for this blasted infotainment system and the lack of heat in the winter. Hope you all have a good day. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer.